Launch your income, friend. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate you being here. We're going to get started. I am letting my screen. I'm multitasking, friends. So, thank you, friends. We're going to get started in 1 second. Appreciate everybody joining. Um, hey, Michelle. Thank you so much. I'm responding to messages. Give me 1 second. Um, okay, so I had to make sure I responded really quickly to a couple messages. You know how you respond and think it's gonna be like a quick little send, and then they respond back. I was like, oh, I gotta anticipate them responding back. I was like, I wasn't ready for a response back. I was just doing my thing. So it's all good. I setting up my screen. You know, I always have the two screens going up. So thank you so much. Let's see. I had everybody responding back. I didn't get a chance to chat with you. Hopefully we have a good day with my preschooler. I mean my kindergartner. I gotta get used to saying kindergarten now. This is his first week, so hopefully we have a great day because this has been a tough, rough week for him. He is adjusting, but he's like, you know what? I want to go back to my old stomping grounds. I want to go back. What is this structure? What is this routine? I'm not for this. So we've been having new lingo for the little guy. Yes. So we've been having an interesting week with him. So we're gonna keep it going. He will get through kindergarten, but it's been a test for him, and he's been testing us because we've had a couple phone calls. So we're having to do those conversations. But yes, it's a transition. Boys are always arch. Oh my gosh, and he's menacing. That's the problem. It's not that it's like hard. You know, when you think about girls, they may whine and cry about stuff. No, he's being extra menacing, touching stuff, not wanting to stay seated, engaging in things that he shouldn't be engaging in and touching, like the teacher's microwave. I don't know why she has a microwave, but she has a microwave. So, anyway, it has been a lot. You said that's the Virgo. That's the Virgo. Is it Virgo season right now? Yes, friends. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you being here. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a TikTok Creator Network agency. We're going to talk about that in a second, but I'm going to give a few housekeeping. Thank you all for being here. A few housekeeping rules. I want you all to make sure you are engaging in the live. So first of all, like the live. Make sure you like the live so we know you're here, you're connecting with the live. And then also put something in the chat. Say hello, good morning, how you doing? Happy Friday. And then make sure you also subscribe. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and click subscribe and also click the bell so you know when I post and I go live. And then finally, my moderator. Yes, Michelle Crochet. She is here. Connect with her. She is a YouTube coach. So if you have questions about how to optimize your profile, how to make sure you brand yourself for your audience, for your YouTube community, she can teach you, give you tips and strategies. So please connect with her. She's great. Subscribe to her channel, as well as if you want to connect with her and do a conversation, you can do that as well. And then ultimate final, we have some rules for the room. This is a professional channel, so keep it professional in the chat. And then if you are under 18, we say, you know what, this is not the right live for you because we're going to talk about monetization and live streaming. So make sure you're 18 years or older if you're here, okay? So those are the housekeeping rules. And now we're going to talk about the agency and making sure you're going live, giving you tips and strategies to go live and with confidence and ease, and also how to monetize your live. And then I share many of my whole purpose and goal here is to make this. How you doing, Alex? Thank you for saying hello. Good morning, friend. My purpose is to make sure I'm sharing information about the agency. So if you want to join, it's a free program offered by TikTok as part of the Creator Network program. And so I was approved, and we've been doing this for about 2 weeks. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you so much, friend. Keep the chat professional. I'm assuming that's something that is serious. So this is not the place for that chat. So just know that you can go to another room and get support. Okay, friend? Thank you so much for being here, though. And we are, let me just make sure, because I want to make sure we stay on topic and focused, friend. So let me know if you have questions that I can support with. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining the chat. And if you have questions, feel free to put comments relating to live streaming. That's what we're going to be talking about here. Put that in the chat. This is a professional chat. He was underage too. I know. Yeah, he must have been immature for. We're a mature channel, so you got to be 18 years and older. So our conversation is about professionalism, professionally monetizing your live stream, and we want to keep things professional. So make sure that you are of 18 years and older. Make sure you are also thinking very intentionally about how to go live. And so we talk about it from a TikTok perspective because this live stream is going to be, I co-stream. So I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to go over to TikTok. So, but I co-stream this because this becomes a recording. So this is part of a playlist that I'll leave as a public access for you guys to go back. If I give tips and strategies, you want to go back and look at it, you absolutely can. And then I also want to make sure if you are on YouTube and you're interested in coming over to TikTok, learning how to do this, how to monetize your live stream, that's what I teach. Okay. So as a creator network agency, you're able to get tips, strategies, hosting strategies, motivation, accountability, as well as incentives to go live. So helping you learn how to monetize your live, and then ultimately advocacy if your live is banned for whatever reason that you get banned, I can also put an appeal in for you on your behalf. So all of those are resources I offer on TikTok because I'm an approved agency, and then I want to make sure that you are supported. So we're gonna go over there. My link over here is to my stand store. So if you need resources surrounding digital marketing, branding, all those things, you can get that. You can do consultations with me. However, there's going to be a link in my TikTok to access for you to apply to the agency. I'm going to put on my YouTube as well, but that's another link that you should have access to where you can apply to my Creator Network agency. Okay, so let me know if you have questions. I appreciate everybody that is here. Let me know how I can support. And we are about to go over on those TikTok streets. We're going to go across the street, y'all. We're about to go live over there. And again, like I said, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed to my channel before. Okay, we're about to go play on the playground. Yes, she is excellent at that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Michelle. And we are gonna, let me put my link in the bio. And you guys will see that. It's also for you all. And it's the learning live. We talk about learning. I teach and y'all learn. So, hello, friends. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking all things going live. Let me know if you have questions. Put in the chat. We're going to get to chatting, connecting. I'm going to talk about being a creator network agency. So, that's a TikTok live creator network agency and how you can join the agency and what type of services and support I offer. Let me know if you have questions as you're coming into the live. I want to make sure I'm answering questions. Also, make sure I also have my other screen going. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining my friend user with all the numbers. This is a brand new account. You got to make sure you optimize your profile. I always teach that too. Hello, Luna. How are you, friend? How's everything going? Did you go live this morning or I know you did two last night. Did you do two? Wait a minute. Did you do your 6 o'clock and your 8? Let me know if you end up doing two in one day. My days are blurring. I can't remember if I went to your morning and I stopped by your evening. I don't think so. I think you just did one. You said we'll do. Oh, you are here for you're a user for real. How are you, user? Thank you so much. I tell people if you're a brand new account, I give tips and strategies on how to optimize your profile on TikTok. Obviously, because you're super new, we want to make sure you get a bio in. We want to make sure that user, because it has user with all the numbers, that you have a nickname that you use. So you want to update your profile. You edit your profile that way. You say user 685. Hey Luna. Luna's like, let me say hi to this user. But yeah, I see where you have your other name. That is your um what you call your official username that is unique to you. Then you also have a nickname. The nickname is the name that shows up in the chat. So the upper name is the name that you want people to see, where they see that nickname for you. And then the username we don't see unless we click your profile. So that's why you always want to optimize your profile. You want to put a bio in. You want people to know exactly what your page is about. And then ultimately, you want to go live and connect with your community. So that's what we teach here. So let me know if you have questions. How you doing, Trisha T? Trisha T, are you going live today? Let me know, friend. Tell her about the blue box. Oh, the blue box. I should talk about the blue box. Thank you so much. User, are you still here? Let me see if our friend User's still in the room. User's like, I'm still here. Um, yes, you said I had no idea. Here to learn. There you are, friend. You are in the right room. You are in the exact space you're supposed to be in, because what I do is teach about TikTok going live. I talk about it from a I'm sorry, from a viewer perspective and from a live host perspective. So you know both. Luna sent me Luna. Okay, Luna. Who's your user friend? Luna, thank you, Luna, for sending our friend. Not sure what if I yet if I do it, it won't be cooking. Okay, that's good. That's good. You need to talk about cooking a little bit, but that's good. Real life work colleague. Hey, friend. I love it. I love it. Hello, real life work friend. Hello, friend. Okay, hold on one second. Someone's inviting me to co-host. We're not gonna do that yet. Um, Hi, Happy. How are you? Okay, my friend user. Okay, so we're gonna say user 685. Um, I'm gonna say your name with a twist. We're gonna say with a twist. That's it. Twist. Twist. I always kind of shorten people's names because I gotta come up with nicknames. So twist. That's your nickname right now. Um, Blue boxes, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about engagement. I tease when I say this out loud. It is my little fun little joke. I say when you are a viewer and you come into someone's live stream, you just enter the threesome. Okay, so that's the little joke. The threesome is you, me, and TikTok. We all have to work together. Okay, so I talk about engagement because engagement is key for your live stream to be successful. And as a viewer, you are also engaging in a live because you're commenting just like you have been doing, as well as you're tapping the screen. That's those red hearts that are popping up to the side, as well as sharing out the live. So we'll share out the live in a second. But that engagement is key to the live. That's helping the live to be activated, as well as you're bringing new eyes on the live, new support to the live, and ultimately those supporters become your friends. Those become new followers, opportunities for you to grow your page. So you have 2 people right now. Before this live is over, you should have at least 10. I'm just gonna say that out loud. So you're thinking about how do you grow. And then other ways that TikTok shows you your growth strategy is the blue boxes and the orange hearts. So I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Let me catch up on a few comments. I got a lot of them in my live yesterday. You got a lot of them in your live yesterday. Got a lot of what? What did you get a lot of? What did you get a lot of, Trisha T? I missed that. Grand Rising, how you doing? She will. Hello, friend. Dr. Lisa, do you know a person that sets up pay it? No, I don't. I don't know that platform well. I think it's pretty easy. It shouldn't be too challenging. Go to YouTube and search videos. That's what I would tell you to do. If there's any question you have, just see what people have written about it. But it should be pretty intuitive. it's doing in your life too. Freezing up groomers in mine too. What? I missed something. Groomers. Um, request a co-host guest they want to battle. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, gratitude. Look here, y'all. y'all saw in y'all saw in a matter of 2 minutes. I was like, we went through 5 different conversations just that quickly. Pay it, the blue boxes, uh, the person that want to co-host, and she will. I don't know what you were sharing, friend. I'm just gonna say that. I was like, what just happened? Hello, Unpack. How you doing, Ty Ty? Good morning. I just popped in. What are we talking about? We are talking about, is it Ty Ty? Tay Tay? Let me know which one is it. Friend, gratitude. How you doing, Wendy? Um, y'all saw me. I'm like, what conversation am I having? Ty Ty. Okay, friend. I was like, what just happened? Okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for liking the live, tapping the live. Ty Ty, thank you for joining as well. We're gonna be talking. Trisha T, happy friend. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You are welcome. Thank you all for being here. We are gonna talk and chat. TikTok is saying my connection's unstable. We'll see what happens here. Um, so here's what I was just sharing. I was just sharing with my friend Twist. Twist is new in the room. Ty Ty is also new in the room as well. Any other new friends in the room? Say hello, good morning. Let me know where you're from. We'll get to chatting. And then ultimately, what we're going to talk about is just engagement. And I'm going to share information about the link that's in the corner. This is the Creator Network Agency. I am an agency on TikTok, an approved agency to help people who are live streaming. So it's called TikTok Live Creator Network. Essentially, I'm an agency, and TikTok employs agencies to help you in terms of improving your live stream, giving you training, hosting strategy, helping you understand how to monetize your live, and then also advocate for your live if you get your live banned. It is a free program. You don't pay. TikTok pays you, and TikTok pays me. So TikTok pays you through your Scale Live Rewards. So you're earning and growing your live stream that way. TikTok takes a percentage. They give you a percentage and they take a percentage. And then TikTok says, okay, with our percentage, I'm going to give it to the live host to help them in terms of their growth strategy. Mrs. Tammy Davis, how are you, friend? Good morning. You are all in the right place. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate your friend. You said welcome, welcome. Wendy, I messaged you back on WhatsApp. Did you not get my email? I sent an email Friday night. I'm sorry, Sunday night. I don't know why I said Friday. Today's Friday. Sunday night to make sure after our meeting on Sunday, hello, friend, to make sure that you all got the link to school and you also got the recordings from that our meeting on Sunday. So I sent that all in one email. So just check that. Robin, how you doing, friend? Thank you for coming in. Thank you all. Some sugar, how you doing, friend? Did you go live yesterday? I'm checking. Hello, Nika Grace. How are you, friend? Come on in. Good morning. Mrs. Tammy Davis, look at you. I love it. I love it. This page is grown quite a bit, friend. How are you? Love that. Love that. Come on in. So look here, TikTok filter. I'll check again. Awesome. Okay, let me know if you didn't get it. I'm gonna send it. I was hesitant to post it on the school page. I probably will, but I was hesitant because I was like, I want people to see my emails too. So that's why I was driving traffic. I was like, I want to make sure they're getting the messages that way. And I sent individual messages in TikTok to see if people got the email. So did I forget you? Let me know if I missed you. I shouldn't have. So let me know if I did miss you though, because I sent a message probably on Tuesday. All right, friend, come on in. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to talk a little bit. I know you're checking. I was in bed all day yesterday, knocked out. Sometimes we got to do that, friend. I get it. Sometimes you got to take a break and just make sure you reset. Okay, so I get it. Thank you so much, friend. Um, so I am, though. Now that I say that out loud, I am going to be checking on some of my people who have not been going live, okay? So we're going to make sure y'all get y'all live journey started. I don't want you to sit back and wait too long because I think that's that, at the end of the day, the goal of being in the agency is for you to get that encouragement, accountability. Yeah, accountability, buddy. That's it. And making sure that you stay focused and that you continue to grow. Okay. Level 28. Is that what you are, Nika? Let me see. You did level up, friend. Look at you. Nika, you're doing it, friend. This morning, TikTok took me out our visual, then our audio. Took out your visual, then your audio. On your live? Did that happen? I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, Nika. Yay. Let me cheer again. Nika's in these streets. Nika is all in these streets. Hey, Soda Bright. Soda, you got a new name? What happened? Did you change it? Or is this a different page? Let me know what you did, Soda. I like this though, Soda Bright. And let me say, you probably changed your username and it ended up changing. Yes, it was an accident. I was about to say, I know. You heard me about to say, let me say this. I saw that it must have been an accident. You say, yes, it was interesting. She will. Yeah, keep me posted. She will. I don't know. It must be glitching today. Must be a glitch going on, friend. Um, Let me say this real quick for my people in the room. So what's Soda Bright? Let me pin your comment, friend. I always like to make these teachable moments for you all, okay? You say, yay, she got the little tears. Like, yeah. Hey, it did it to me. I've been there. I'm going to tell you right now, I've been there, friend. I was there. What was that? Nika would know. Luna, some of y'all know when I had that happen to me. That was, and I did a video about it too. That was back in maybe June. Trying to figure out the best time to go live. I tried different times and analytics are crazy. Okay, okay, don't leave, Tammy. I want to talk to you, friend. Don't leave me. I'm gonna talk to you. You said I remember. Y'all said y'all remember. Okay, so really quickly, let me just give this quick little PSA for what Soda Bright is talking about. So you see where Soda Bright, if you click her photo, she also has her username. Soda Bright, I'm assuming this is what you did. You went in to change your username. And what happens is that it will automatically change your nickname. The nicknames that we see is the name we see in a live. When you click someone's photo, when you click their photo, their mini profile pops up. The username is the name underneath that, the @ symbol with the name. That's the username. So everyone, when you are messaging somebody, that @ symbol is typically their username that you see. And the nickname is the name that we see in the live that's in the chat. Now, if you go into your profile and edit your username first, it will automatically change your nickname. Don't know why it does that. Don't like it, but it does. And you cannot change your nickname for 7 days. So Soda is saying, hey, it was an accident, and now I gotta wait 7 days so I can change my nickname. So she has to wait a week before she can change her nickname. Now, here's what I said to do first. If you're ever in the business of wanting to change your username, you're like, I want to change my username, change your nickname first. Okay? So change it first to whatever you want your nickname to be. Even if it's the same exact nickname, change it first. Okay? Then go in and change your nickname, and the nickname will stay because, again, it won't default to that username. Okay? Oh, good tip. Yeah, you always got to change your nickname first. Even if it's the exact same, you're like, I want to be Soda. I'm going to always be Soda. Let me just make sure I do Soda first. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. So anybody who has lowercase, I know I'm almost 100% positive. If you ever, like Miss Darlene Henderson 0, if you ever notice, if people don't have a capital letter, because TikTok makes everything lowercase. If you don't have a capital letter in your nickname, the name that we see here, if everything's all one word in lowercase letters, then I know your username and your nickname is the same. That's a telltale sign. In 99.9% cases, you never went in to edit your nickname. Okay? So just know that's kind of a telltale sign. If people don't have uppercase letters, then they never went in and made a unique nickname. They just let everything default to the username. That's essentially what happened. Okay, so just know that you can go in and change your nickname after 7 days. You're stuck with it for at least 7 days, and then you can change it. So always change your nickname first if you're planning on changing your username. Should we have a nickname? Yes, yes, I think so. Yeah. I mean, obviously your nickname and your username is the same, but you went in and made your nickname all, you made the uppercase, you did the spaces, you did all that. And so if you want to be Miss Tammy L. Davis, you can. Mrs. Tammy L. Davis, you can. Um, I think a nickname is important to brand yourself. So that's why I said yes, you want to have a nickname. I think it's important for branding. People know what your page is about, what you're going to be talking about. Okay. It allows you to stand out. Like Nika Grace has her stars by her name. She can stand out in the chat so we see her. We know when those stars come in, we know Nika Grace is in the room. So yeah, so it allows you to brand. It allows for branding purposes. Depending on what name you want to use, depending on what you're talking about in your page, different people have different things. So when you think about my friend Lux, Luna Lux, she's talking about luxury finds. So she has that in her name. Me, Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income. I branded myself in a way that you guys know. I'm going to be talking about monetization. I talk about this from an agency perspective. It's the name of the agency also, as well as when you think about my professional hat and identity, Dr. Lisa. So you know that as well. So that is part of, and I'm not an MD, I'm a PhD, but that is part of how you brand yourself. So the nickname is helpful for doing that. Oh gosh, who had a question? I said I was going to go back to it. I should have wrote my question down. Who was that? Was that you, Miss Tammy Davis? Somebody asked a question. I was like, let me go back to it because I wanted to talk about the name. But put it back in the chat. Tammy, what did you have? What was your question, friend? Because I was gonna go back to it. That's the brain, and now the chat's moved up, and I can't find it. You said yes about live times. Okay. So yes. So about lives, I tap myself out of the live. People do that all the time. Ty, I appreciate you, friend. Okay. So about live times. So here's what I'm gonna tell you about live times. In the beginning, I always tell people, I just want you to go live. Okay. That's the goal. Just go live. Okay. Now, in a perfect world, you're finding a day and time that you can be consistent. Consistency and engagement are the keys to success to this live. If anybody tells you otherwise, I tell you, you might want to find somebody else you're talking to because they don't know what they're talking about. How you doing, Dr. Trish? They don't know what they're talking about. How you doing, Richard Sunflower? So you got to make sure, hey, Coach Rhonda, thank you so much, that you are able to be consistent and then engage. Engagement and consistency, they go hand in hand. So we're going to talk about what does that mean, but let's talk about consistency. And I always kind of break it down to, and I haven't used my restaurant example in a while, so I'm going to use it, y'all. Consistency is key. Here's my restaurant example. If you all, thank you so much, friends. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate you being here. If you go to a restaurant, okay, and you love the food, hey, Coach Jay, you love the ambiance, you love the wait staff, you love the service, you love everything about that restaurant. But every time you try to go there, that restaurant is closed. What you gonna do? You gonna stop going to that restaurant. You never able to go there. You may love it, you may like it tremendously, but at the end of the day, if they ain't open and ain't there, then you won't become a supporter. You won't become one of their regulars. You won't become a big fan of theirs. They will never see me again. Exactly. So again, so that's the whole point. So you want to be consistent and you want to show up because your people are going to show up for you. Okay, that's the goal. That's it in a nutshell. So you got to make sure you have that consistent. You said, I love when you use the analogy. So true for me. You said true. Magda, thank you so much. You said so true for me. I don't show up. If you ain't showing up, I ain't showing up. That's it. So that's what this is all about. And I want y'all to really understand consistency. So consistency starts with you. It starts with your ability to do it. Now TikTok is gonna give you some analytics. I'm gonna say that. You said that's a fact. Yeah, so TikTok is gonna give you some analytics. Not sure what to talk about. Magda, give me 1 second, friend. I'm gonna go there too. So So TikTok's going to give you analytics. It's going to say, hey, here are the people who are going live when you should go live. This is what your followers are doing. Now, that's good data. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, because it is true data. TikTok knows people's behaviors. They're tracking us, okay? And you could follow that that approach. My problem with that is that your analytics is going to shift over time as you get new followers, as people's behaviors change. It is going to shift. And I don't want you to be shifting all over the place either, because I want you to be consistent so people know when you are there and you're showing up. Now, you could do pop ups. Pop ups are totally fine, but consistency matters, okay? So, the analytics are helpful. And if you want to do a pop up, because you know the analytics says, I need to go live at 10 p.m. And you know what? I ain't tired. I can show up at 10 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and do this pop up. By all means, do your pop up. Okay? But recognize that at the end of the day, it starts with you. So, Mrs. Tammy, you said, I've tried 12 p.m. lunchtime and 7 p.m. By 7 p.m., I'm tired. Hey, I'm not a nighttime person either. I'll be the first to say that. But what I will say though, with my consistency message, if you are someone who has tried it once, twice, maybe 4 or 5 times, and it hasn't worked, I'm going to tell you right now that's still not enough. Okay? I want to be clear about that because, oh no, took over my phone. I got a spam call coming in. So, yes, I was trying to decline it. Yes, I noticed that. Yep. What's a pop up? Pop up is when you just click to go live and you just show up. You just pop up. Like, hey guys, I'm live. That's all. That's all it is. It's just a pop up. It truly does. The algorithm knows your behavior. So you want to get to the point where you are showing up in a way that you can be consistent. And so consistency show for the algorithm to get to know you and stuff. I tell people you are on a road to 90 days. When I say 90 days, 30 days is fine because you're getting used to the system, you're getting used to your schedule, you're getting used to showing up, you're getting used to viewers getting to know you, getting used to the algorithm getting to learn you and know who you are. But you need 90 days for that really to kind of become a part of the algorithm's internal understanding of what you're talking about and you showing up. So you want to be consistent in that way. Now, if you're just going live, and I tell you all the time with the agency, 3 days a week is my strong recommendation. But ideally, you want to get to the point where you're going live 4 or 5 times a week for at least an hour. 2 hours is ideal. And the reason why, again, the algorithm is getting to know you. It pushes people in your room. But if you're not showing up and being consistent, it won't get a chance to do that for you. So it says my people are online at 7 p.m. and that's when I should go live. Dr. Trish, you missed my whole message. I'm going to say this again. I said go live when you are able to be consistent with going live. That is always my message. Now, if you want to look at the analytics and it says 7 o'clock, you might want to try a pop up. I'm not saying that you couldn't. You could try a pop up at that time because TikTok is saying this is what they're noticing with your followers. But again, your followers change. That data changes. It shifts. So again, show up at a time that makes sense for you. Okay. Sorry, I'm working on listen, but hi to everyone I missed. Thank you so much, Natty Nat. I did a 15-minute pop up this morning. Did you, Luna? What time? What time? Awesome. So it's I don't want you guys to get thrown off by the data. Okay, the data is good data. Analytics are going to change. They will. They will change. People, your followers are going to change. Your numbers are going to improve and increase. Do I need to know the rose, lions, etc.? The roses, you do. let me explain gifting. Let me explain. That's what you're talking about. You're like, do I need to know these roses? And what do I need to know about this? Yes, Fred, you do need to know that. Oh, 7:45. How was it? Yes. Hello. Good morning. How you guys are doing? I see everybody coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. Treetop was on this morning. She was. I missed it. I was in a meeting, so I didn't get a chance to see her, but I saw it on my screen. Good insight. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate your friend. I have a question. I have not, hold on one second. It moved on me. I have a question. I have not gotten paid, and I see money sitting there. TikTok pays you out every Wednesday. Wednesday you get paid. It goes to your PayPal. So there could be three things that's happening. One, your PayPal's not connected. Two, you might need to do a verification of your ID for your payment. Verification for your live stream is different from verification for monetization. So you might need to do a verification. And three, well, there's probably four things. Let me say the other thing. Three, it could be that you need to, you've set that your payout happens either one day, $1 or 500. You can set when it will actually pay you out. And then the fourth reason could be that you are looking at maybe a monthly payout for subscriptions happens once a month on the 15th, which is today. So we would have gotten paid for subscriptions and for TikTok Shop. So it depends on if those are the payouts. There's monthly payouts, and then your live stream is a weekly payout. So it's one of those four things that could be part of your monetization. I have okay. So how do we join your agency? You say, how do we join? I'm back. You're gonna click the link in the corner to apply. Let me talk about that in a second, Magda. I'm gonna get to your question too about what to talk about. But it's the corner here. You're gonna click apply. I got 5,000 diamonds in 15 minutes. I got that from over an hour. So wait a minute, Luna. Congratulations, friend. You got that in 15 minutes. Well, why did you stay longer? First of all, but congratulations. People were like, well, wait a minute, Luna, what you doing here? Let's sing you some diamonds. Let's sing you some gifts. That's awesome, friend. Congratulations. Oh, wow. Let me catch up on some more comments. I see you guys. Thank you so much. Yes, E-Nurse. Dr. Lisa, good morning. How you doing, Kim Love Jones? She is getting more confident. Oh, I know that's right. I did a 30-minute pop-up this morning. Did you, Miss Darlene? Congratulations. I said pop up, friends. Pop up on them. Pop up. Good morning, family. How you doing, Kim? I think I set a minimum payout. Okay, there you go. So if you set a minimum payout, then that's the reason. Go back and look at your minimum payout, and then if you need to adjust it, you can. It's between $1 and 500. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a pop up today. Awesome, Natty Nat. Yes, you should. Good morning, chat. How you doing, friends? All you friends coming in, let me know if you have questions. We're going to talk about the agency. I'm going to pivot in a second. I got another question Magda asked about what to talk about, so I want to make sure I say that. Good to know. Yes, yes. Look at you guys. That's what this room is all about, building confidence, okay? My friends who are going live and y'all talking about doing pop-ups. I love it. I love it. You guys are growing. That's the whole point. Hey, and I'm going to say this. My friends who have not gone live, Sunday we're talking. Sunday, I might even put it out before Sunday. I want you guys to start your week off right. Anybody, I got a list of y'all. I'm going to tell y'all that now. TikTok gives me a list. If you have not gone live, I'm going to put a challenge out there for you to go to live at least twice. I'm going to say 3 times, but I'm going to say at least twice before the next Sunday. Okay? 3 times is ideal, but I want you guys to just start going live. And then my people who are going live, we're going to talk about analytics because I want you to stretch and push yourself to increase either I'm going to say all 3 ideally, your followers, your likes, and your diamonds. Those are the things we're talking about. I had to work. Oh, you had to go to work so you could stay longer? Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you being here. Yes, you said I had to work. I hear you, friend. That's good though. Oh, there is a new notification in the chat. What's the new notification, Nika? Let me know what you see, friend, because I don't see it. Let me know what you see that's new. I'm catching up on comments, friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. And then you said you guys will welcome each other. That's good. Do I need to fill out the form or am I okay? Coach J, let me check on you because I think you're okay, but let me check. I'm gonna check in a second. I love Natty's work with me. Yes, Natty is awesome. Natty and her live. This live this live for 3605 more likes is in the last 5 so you said the live had more. TikTok said it in the chat. That's new. Oh, TikTok said we got more likes in this live. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Alicia? Did I say that right? New here. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for being here. Let me get to it got Thursday. Okay. Oh goodness, I need to drop. But can't wait to work with you. Oh, Tammy. So Tammy, stay with me. 1 second. Let me check. Did you click the link? Don't leave. Yes. I need to push myself with my analytics. Yes, I have seen something of the challenge yet. Okay, good. Somebody's new here. Yes, we got new folks in the room. Does it say a different number for balance and then a different number for estimate rewards? Yes. Estimated rewards is your overall rewards. I think I may have that backwards. Balance is your balance. Estimated rewards is projecting. Yes, she said she applied. Okay, thank you so much. Let me check real quick. Because you guys, I appreciate all the comments. Let me see. See, and then I got to check for Coach Jay as well. Okay, so Tammy, let me check for you, friend. So, thank you all. We got a couple people in here. Let me check. Tammy, I'm gonna check for yours first. Thank you all for helping me reach my goal. The chat is moving this morning. Look at y'all. I see y'all tapping. Okay. Yeah, y'all are here today. TikTok is like, hey, happy Friday. I love it. I love it. Keep chatting, y'all. Thank you so much. Projected for next week or a different amount of time. Um, Love the information. Thank you so much. Projecting. Tammy is letting me accept you, friend. Tammy, let me know if you're still in the room. It's letting me accept you. So I'm gonna put you in projecting for um, the end of the week. Payouts. Pay your weekly missions. The weekly missions. That's what it's projecting. You said the room is activated for sure. Love this information. Yes, we are moving. Okay. Tammy, it let me accept you into the agency. Let me know if you're still here. You might have had to go to work. I need to click my link sticker, subscriber, or some type of agency sticker. You do. Nika, I told you to submit. Just trying to have fun, make extra income as I work 2 jobs and have lupus. Just tired. Oh, I know, friend. Lupus is all of these. Hey, I'm not gonna put people out there, but half the room got an autoimmune. I'm just gonna say that out loud, including yours truly. And so at the end of the day, what I tell people, it's about how do you make sure you're doing stuff for you. You gotta care for yourself. You gotta do the self-care. You gotta do things that y'all laughing at me. It's seriously crazy. Yeah. You gotta care for yourself and you gotta care for things that you wanna do in terms of how you are supporting your own self, your own growth. Because we care for so many other people. And sometimes you gotta put yourself first. True. Yes, so true. I know. And at the end of the day, like I said, I don't say that your autoimmune does not make you exhausted, the fatigue, the aches, the pains, but I don't let that take over my mindset. And I try to make sure that I'm always trying to do something to make sure I'm growing. So I stay busy. You're not crazy. The most people have it. Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Yours truly. I've said this on lives before. My primary is Sjogren's. My secondary is fibromyalgia. But at the end of the day, I keep moving through the aches and pains and the fatigue, and I just keep going. So that's my that's at the end of the day, I know we all struggle with it, and I understand the autoimmune stuff. So let me share this. Coach Tammy, I think she had to jump off. Magda, let me talk about this because a lot of times people do talk about things they're passionate about, things that, hello, Shop Drop. Thank you so much, friend. Listen, another thrifting person. Luna, you got just thrifting people coming up in here. I think of Luna every time I see thrifting in someone's title. So you said I do. Oh, you do for real. Okay. Oh my gosh. I might need to add thrift to my title. You might need to. You got your friends all up in here. I love it. Luna, hopefully they're getting your referral link too, friend. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but you said I do. I love thrift shopping. Yes. Okay, so I will send to them. Yes, let them know. Sunshine, are you in the room? Sunshine Coach, let me know if you're in the room. Okay, Sunshine Coach, if you are not in the room, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm probably gonna have to send that person a message. If you're not in the room, you need to do a test, a trial live. Okay, so trial lives come when you okay, and so I have a couple people that applied that need to do trial lives. So trial lives are required for you when it comes to doing a 10-minute trial live. So that's what some people have to do. Douglas, I have a new level of respect for you. Yeah, it's no joke. Yeah, it's no joke. And at the end of the day, you said new level. You said, and some sugar, she has it in her bio as well. So it is no joke. It is no joke. But at the end of the day, it is again, like I said, I don't try to make that my make that something I lead with. I try to focus on things I can control, things I can do, things I can improve on. I try to stay with a positive mindset. At the end of the day, the aches and pains, the fatigue, it's there, I get it. But it is about the mindset. It's about the mindset. And so that's why when I talk to you all, I'm talking about going live. I'm talking about making sure you feel empowered, encouraged to do this, where you don't sit back and default to all the things that we can't do, because if we leave with what we can't do, we will never do, y'all. Because there's a lot of stuff we can't do. But at the end of the day, if we leave with what we can do, what's possible, what we've improved on, how we are, getting better each day, practice makes progress. That's what I talk about. So, the other stuff, it's stuff. It's stuff, you know. Have an awesome Friday, family. Thank you so much, E-Nurse. Appreciate your friend. And that's the best way to deal with it. It is the best way to deal with it. You have to deal with it that way. So, oftentimes, the struggles are going to be there. The struggles come in so many different shapes, forms, and fashions. So, at the end of the day, I don't try to think about the struggle. I think about the possibility and what I can do. And so, yeah, that's how I operate. And when I say I'm tired, I'm tired. Don't get me wrong, I get tired. But at the same time, I try not to let that fatigue or that exhaustion get to the point where I'm not making progress, some type of forward progress. That's how I look at things. So, Coach Jay, let me look at you, friend. Let me go and look, because I think you are in my system. And so I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay, let me look at it from a different way. Okay. Okay, now let me look at it the other way, Coach Jay, because I think you probably applied. Do you still need to? Let's say I don't see you. Um. Huh. Did you? Let me look at the next page down. I felt like you applied, friend. Good morning. How you doing, favorite? Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all for joining the live. Thank you all for supporting the live. Coach Shay, did you apply? Let's see this. Did you apply? Put that in the chat for me. Did you ever click the link to apply? And you are a referral, weren't you? Maybe I'm skipping you. Morning. Yes, I used Chantel's link. Okay. Let's see. Did I say you had to do a test live? Oh, I see you. Okay, your name, your username is Be Well Mind Body. You need to accept. You got invited. You haven't accept. It says pin an I missed it literally right at the top. It says pin an invitation. So you need to go into the system notification. Do you know where to go? So you need to click the link to go. Let me show you where to go. Okay. Um, Miss Darlene said, my battle is not this weekend. It says the 21st, so next weekend. Okay. Okay. Thank you for updating us, Leah. Let us know. Keep us posted. I was so excited and read it wrong. Morning, Dr. Lisa. What's good? All is well. Thank you, friend, for coming in. How you doing? Grow with Grace. How are you, friend? Okay, let me go here. I'm gonna go to my shop page, and I'm gonna show you what you should expect. And I'm gonna change my mirror so you can see it this way. So I'm on my shop page, okay? And at the bottom it says inbox. You see where it says inbox? Under inbox is here. It says system notification. You see that little black circle with a little white filing cabinet? It says system notification. You're gonna click the system notification. And this is also for my friend, Mrs. Tammy L. Davis. I think she's gone already, but she's gonna get a system notification. Under the system notification is where TikTok is gonna send you a message. It comes from TikTok, and it says, and I'm gonna send you, I sent you a reminder already. So it's already in there. I can't resend it. But the system notification, if you click that, you should be able to see a message that says TikTok Creator Network Invitation. So you got an invitation from me, and you need to click that, and it says launch your income agency. You need to accept it. So that's what you're doing. You're accepting the invitation from me. Okay. Thank you all who are coming in. CCD, thank you so much for. Let me check. Okay, yeah, so that's where you would check. And then once you accept it, I'm going to send you my website link to give me your contact information. Great day. Launch your income agency. Thank you so much, friends, for being here. I see you all. Thank you for all the chats and the comments. If you are interested in the agency, you can click the link here in the corner. It is the link where you can apply. And then essentially once you apply, TikTok will let me know if I can accept you, so I can check the system. You can't join if you already belong to an agency. If you belong to an agency, I say it all the time, my disclaimer, I can't coach or poach you, okay? So you want to go talk to your agency if you're already with a creator network agency, or if you have a creator manager, okay? So creator manager comes with a couple different programs. They have what's called a creator manager. You said, what's an agency? Magda. Okay, Magda, if I heard you correctly, you're not going live yet. So we're going to start there. So, because you asked the question about what to talk about in your life. So we're going to talk about what to talk about. But you actually, so agencies are, and this is what I tell my newbies. TikTok sees you, sees live streaming as a way for the future. It is actually one of the #1 platforms. Where is the picture circle? Where is the picture circle? You start talking about the photo frame, like that says launch your income. Iridescent, let me know if that's what you're talking about, where it's around and other people have it. I think that's what you're talking about, the photo frame. The photo frame is, yes, okay. So the photo frame is in school. So that tells me you're not in school yet. It's in the school community. I put it there on purpose because I want y'all to get over to the school community. So that tells me you're not in the school community, so you ain't seen it. There's about a good 20 of y'all that's not over there yet. So, school community, you said I'm back again. Thank you so much. I'm trying to do the photogram on Canva, and I can't figure out. Photogram, what's that? The photo frame? It's Natty Nat created them for us. So you have many of. Okay, I kind of figured. Gonna go Natty. Yes, that's where all my training resources are. All that stuff, got it. Um, it was, your beat got cut off. I keep forgetting about school. Yes, go over to school. It's in there. I'm gonna add some more resources there. So that's the goal. I'm gonna keep building that out. Yes. It was buried at the bottom. Okay, you got it. Okay, good. So now you accept it. Did you accept? Let me refresh my screen. Magda, let me get your question, friend. It Yes, did I do school? Miss Darlene, I think you did. Yes, I checked for you. Yes, you did. I remember getting that. Laugh out loud, watch some videos from TikTok, but it doesn't show the other buttons, etc. What other buttons, friend? Thank you so much for the follows. Yes, Coach Jay. Awesome. Okay, sounds good. So, Coach Jay, you are in, friend. So, Coach Jay, I'm going to send you a message that's going to come from me. It's going to be an inbox message. It's going to take you to my website. So, you're going to have to copy paste my web page. I want you to go in there. You're going to give me your contact information so I can send you emails like to get to my school community and my WhatsApp community. Once you submit, let me take that back. Once I send you to a website, you're going to go to my web page, put in your contact information. You're going to immediately get a confirmation from Stan. So go in your email. In that confirmation, it's going to give you the link to my school and my WhatsApp communities. So you'll be able to join. So check your email after you hit submit. I'm going to send it to you shortly. I'm going to send it to you before we leave this live. So I want to make sure I'm answering questions. Sounds good, Kenyatta? Yeah, Kenyatta, if you're new, so let me explain the agency piece real quick. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I'm going to be multitasking while I explain it because I want to make sure our friend, Coach Jay, gets what she needs. So let me explain really quickly. So what happens is if you join an agency, TikTok doesn't know all the people who can potentially go live. They don't know all of you all. They don't know us, especially when it comes to rookies and people who are interested in live streaming, who have gone live, and then you're not being consistent. So they say, you know what, let's get agencies because we see this as a really big booming side of the business because people are going live and they're building a community. They're building fans. They're building people who are supporting. You heard Luna earlier say, hey, Dr. Lisa, in 15 minutes, I got 5,000 diamonds. I've never had that happen in that short period of time. I think she said to go live longer. So there are people who love what she's offering, want to support her. She's building community. And part of that strategy is through gifting. I think someone asked earlier about I think it was you, Magna, who asked about the roses and lions and all that stuff. So I'm going to share that information too. But at the end of the day, going live becomes a way for you to build community and people support you. Did my first shoppable live last night, said sold my first item. Congratulations, friend. Look at you. And so as you are building community, TikTok was like, okay, well, let's see how we can scale this. So in order to scale it, they said, well, we need people. We want to deputize people to go out there and teach people how to go live. Give them training, give them hosting strategies, motivate them, hold them accountable, give them accountability, as well as incentivize them. When you think about challenges and other ways to grow their community, and then ultimately be an advocate for them if their account is banned for whatever reason. So TikTok says, okay, agencies, we're going to give you the support, we're going to give you the information you need to help your people grow. And essentially what happens is that TikTok gives you, you can monetize your live stream through the Scale Live Rewards. They say percentage wise, you can make up to 53% with every live you do. And then there's the weekly missions that are part of that. So 53% is what you can earn up to 53%. Average person is about 49%, just to be honest with you, but that's a whole nother conversation. But we'll use the 53% number. And then TikTok takes the remainder. With their remainder, they say, okay, agencies, we're going to give you some of our percentage for you helping these agencies. I mean, helping these creators. So that's essentially what happens. So TikTok pays the agency just like they pay you. So it becomes free for you. Now, when you think about your growth strategy, what do you need from an agency? Why an agency? You don't know what you don't know. And agencies can help motivate you, support you. As you guys can already tell, I'm sharing different tips and strategies to help you grow. I'm telling you different things that you want to be aware of to make sure you're thinking about your live stream and improving it. And then I talk about challenges. I have incentives built in. So all that is part of the strategy. Ultimately, do you need an agency? You don't know what you don't know. But you definitely don't need an agency if you're not gonna go live. I'm just gonna say that out loud, okay? So that's the whole point. You gotta go live. You gotta make sure you're growing. And if you're gonna do this, then an agency is really beneficial. But it really is based on you and what you see yourself doing on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions, friends. Laugh out loud. Thank you so much, friends. So that's the agency piece. If you're interested in an agency, you can click the link in the corner. I can see if you're eligible to join my agency. Eligibility is based on a couple things. You can't be with an agency already, And if you're not in the U.S. or Canada, you can't join my agency because that's where it's approved for. USA and Canada. And then if your account has violations or any issues with it, TikTok doesn't allow you to join either. What else? I think those are the main things. Um, I said if you belong to an agency, you can't join. So yeah, those are the main things. Yeah. So you just got to make sure you're keeping your account in good standing. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions I might have missed. My friend Coach Jay, I'm sending you a message as we speak. Dr. Lisa, I have to go, but I replied to your message. Thank you so much, friend. All right. Did you reply to say yes today? Let me know. Am I getting off the live right now? Let me know. Chantel, hold on. Let me see. Chantel, what do you talk about? Random follow crowd. Oh, that's right. You did ask that question. Um, okay. Um, yes, I gave 3 times. Okay, wait a minute. What time is it now? Let's say 12:30. 12:30. And do me a favor, go back in your comments and put an email so I can send it, so I can just grab it from that real quick and I don't have to look you up. So if you give me an email, I'm gonna send you the Zoom link and we'll say 12:30. Okay, we'll meet today at 12:30. Okay. Um, I do meet with people, so that's not something else I do. I'm very accessible, available. I want you all to grow. Obviously, I don't grow if y'all don't grow. That's the reality of this. This is a reciprocal relationship. Okay, so we are both in this, and if you guys don't go live, if you don't do anything, then I don't grow. Now, again, the percentages that TikTok is giving is not um, a lot, but I mean, obviously, it can grow with more people, more engagement, all the things. But if you guys don't go live and you're not successful, then I'm not successful. So that's why you hear me saying, go live, support, let me support, let me help you grow. Okay, Coach Jay, I just sent you the email link to my website, so you have that. Magda, you said what to talk about. Random follow crowd lead. Random follow crowd lead. Magda, what is your topic? Living a life, the mom life. It's really total life. Just trying to have a good time through all of it. Um, uh, Give me 1 second. You need to talk about you. That's the answer. But let's talk through that. Yes, but I gave 3 times. Okay, I saw that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, thank you, Fran. I see you. I like a time day too, if possible. Send me a quick message if you wanna do today at like 1:15. I can do that. Okay. So send me a quick message. The Real Glam Life Closet. Let me know Eastern. I'm on the Eastern time zone. So once I get off with Chantel, I'm happy to meet with you. Okay. Some money is better than no money. There we go, Dr. J. There we go. That is the reality of this. So, yeah, so Real Glam Life Closet, let me know if today works for you. Like, just interact with people, comments. Um, you always want to have, okay, let's talk through this real quick. Okay, okay. And then do what she did too. Send me your email so I can send you the Zoom link. So when I set up her message, her Zoom, I'll do yours at the same time. So I can have them both in there. Okay? So 1:15 Eastern, if that works for you, just put that in a message. Okay. Um, so Magda, okay, Magda, here's what you're gonna talk about. So here's what I would share with people. When you first start going live, the whole point is for you to start getting people to know, like, and trust you. Get to know them, get to share who you are, why you're going live, what you want your live stream to be about, what you're going to talk about. So when I read your bio, maybe it's talking about, you know, things about adulthood, things about being a mom, things that you didn't know that you wish you knew. Maybe you're giving tips and strategies. Maybe you, and so I share this with my community all the time. Panels are really good because those people who come up on your panel, people who are part of their friends or followers, they see that there's a red circle in their inbox that that person is live. Now they're on a panel, they may be a guest, where they're, either on a panel or they're individual guests, but they may click to join because they're following that person. And they're like, okay, let me see who's on this panel, who they're talking to, or that they're going live. So it's good to have a panel. If you do a panel and you are talking to other moms, talking to other people, you can do that. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm assuming you've never gone live before, so you don't get guest features until you've done at least 3 lives on 3 separate days. So I tell people do them consecutively. That's the easiest way to get it done. But you got to do 3 lives, and then you also have to do a total of 30 minutes. Okay? So those are things that you want to make sure you're unlocking all the live features. So TikTok will actually share some details on that screen once you go live, like how many lives you've done, how much time you've done them, and that you have to continue to go so you can unlock the features. So do your lives, unlock that. But those first 3 lives, you're talking to your community. You're allowing them to get to know you. Okay? And so when you're doing it, you're sharing tips and strategies about yourself. I tell people go use the AI, maybe ChatGPT or something, to kind of give you some prompts. If I need an agency, I will contact you. Oh, you're welcome, friend. And then give you some tips and strategies to come up with your live topic, maybe an intro script if you need it. Not that you're reading a script, but maybe some talking points of how you can craft who you are and what you're about to your audience. Okay, how you doing, Wiley and Perfect? Appreciate you. How you, D? And so keep doing that in those first 3 lives, talking to people, and then I tell people play around with the features, play around with the enhance button, and see the sound effects, the effects. Um, there's so many different things in there, voice effects. So play around with the features, and that way, you're in your live. People see you going live, and they're like, oh wow. There's a couple people I saw. Sultry Nana, she's so funny. She does the panel live. So anybody want to see how her panel operates? I think it's a great strategy. I think it's a great format that she uses. Depending on your topic, I think it's important for people to feel connected to you. They want to hear from you. They want to hear their voice. They want to talk. Okay, Sultry Nana's not in here. She does pop in my live every now and then. So she's been here the last couple mornings. She's not here today. Sultry Nana, and so she will have people up on her live stream, and she's just having a conversation. Some people do that. I think that's a great way to interact. Kim, are you still here? She was here earlier. She had panel. She had a panel format yesterday. I'm trying to use to studio versus TikTok, regular TikTok. Dr. Trish, are you still in the room? She does the TikTok studio. I've never done TikTok studio, Dr. Trish. Let us know about your TikTok studio experience. I've never done it. So Dr. Trish is still in the room, I believe. So I think that may be a good way to do it. Oh, I know her. Yeah. So I do that, but not that often. Not that often. I think it's not a bad idea for you to do it maybe once a week if you're going live on a regular basis, where you can make it kind of come talk with me Fridays or some other type of themed approach to your topic. People want to ask questions. People want to make sure that you're answering their questions. So in the chat, y'all, thank you for connecting with me in the chat. If you are not in your chat and you're talking and you're like all over here and you're like, let me say this, let me do this, you got to be in your chat. Your people got to see that you're talking to them. Okay? So sometimes you'll hear me say, let me pause, let me catch up with the chat real quick. And I scroll back up and I try to make sure I catch comments that you guys put in here. And so hello, jumping in for a few. Thank you so much, Cassandra. How you doing, friend? I know we still waiting, friend. We're going to see what happens. Hello, my friend on the YT. Can you agree to not go on our live, engage with the content as if we are teaching along? And then say that again. Can we agree to not go on our lives, engage with the content as if you are teaching along, and then, Dr. Trish, your comment got thrown off. Let me know what you meant by that, friend. Let me know what you're saying. Say, I'm leaving and I got to go and do my live. Okay, I'm missing what you're saying, friend. Maybe I'm missing it. Okay, I'm well, thank you. You're welcome, friend. I've been talking to myself on some people live. I've been repeating myself too much. Hey, you gotta repeat yourself. Can we all agree on this? I miss what you're saying, friend. I can't write all of it on the same message. Maybe you have to come up because they are self-promoting. Because they are self-promoting. I miss what she's saying. She's saying, let me see, are you inviting yourself up? Um, the real glam. Okay, I'm gonna accept Dr. Trish real quick. Hello, friend.
I'm
Hey.
sorry, I couldn't write all of it in one bracket. What I was trying to say is, can we all agree that when we go on each other's lives, because I don't want to sound like, I go on a lot of lives that, I have um, something in common with, right? Because I connect. That's the way I connect with that live host. Like, oh, I know about this topic. Oh, I know about that topic. And so I like want to hear what they're saying and this and that. And sometimes I kind of engage, and I'm like, I say something along the lines of what they're saying or they're teaching because something comes up in my brain, and it's like I want to engage and talk about what the live host is talking about as well, and add value to the chat because we're all engaging in there. But I would never say, okay, I would never like do that, for a few comments and then say, okay, I gotta go now. I'm gonna go do my live. That's happened to me, and I don't think we should do that. That's all. That's what I was saying. Does that make sense, Dr. Lisa?
Um, um, yes, it does. It does make sense in terms of what you're saying. I was reading another comment. Let me pause for a second. Let me unpack that a little bit. I I need to unpack that. I need to process that a little bit. So here's where I agree with you in understanding people's um, etiquette for their room. Everybody has rules for their room. I totally agree with that. And I agree that we are trying to build a community of people, loyal followers in our room, people who will keep coming back. And it may become a distraction from people who are in your room learning and growing from you to have other people come in your room and then kind of deter or shift them towards their room and their focus. So I get that, and I maybe that's where I think your comment is stemming from, and I agree with that. I guess I always will say though there is room for all of us, and at the end of the day, a supporter can support you and support other people, and if you are, I guess for my room, I think I'm fine with people self promoting. I'm fine with people sharing when they go live and what they're doing. And I'm confident and comfortable with the thinking that if somebody wants to come back to me or learn from you or learn from somebody else who talks about TikTok tips and strategies, then, you know, that person will learn from all of them. Or they may come back to me and say, I like you the best and I like learning from you. So I guess that's why I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't take offense to it because at the end of the day, what's for me is for me. It can be distracting though, and I get the sentiment of what you're sharing, and it can be unnerving as you're looking to grow and grow your room and grow your community because it becomes again a distraction from what you're sharing and what you're doing. Um, but at the same time, I think personally I don't take offense to it. And maybe that's why I'm like, I'm processing what you're saying, but I don't take offense to it. Someone may explain something different that others understand in a better way. Yeah, exactly. And so I don't take offense to it. I guess I just see it as okay. Other people are trying to grow. It is something you got to understand as a viewer that other rooms like what you're saying, Dr. Trish. Other people are like, you know what? Don't do that in my room. Don't do that. That is not appropriate. And I think about favorite. I don't know if you're in the room. I think about favorite Nikki. She had someone come in her room, and the person was clearly not doing it with the best intentions. They were trying to poach, essentially. And so she blocked the person. So the person is not allowed to come back to her room. She blocked him. And I get that. And so if people are doing it in a way that's undermining, disrespectful, then block them. Block them. But at the same time, I guess I sit in a space of, if people see multiple people, because in this agency, yes, there's many people who are in the healthcare profession, whether it's nurses or health, like what you're teaching in terms of health education. There's plenty of people who are relationship advice people. There are plenty of people who are doing different forms of motivation and meditation and that type of work. There are many of you who are doing TikTok coaching tips. There are many of you who are doing digital marketing and selling digital products. So again, I don't know. I think what you're pointing out is something that we are all trying to grow and build. And again, I say there's a billion people on this app, and whoever's in the room for me, they're for me. And if they're not, then they'll go to some of the other rooms, some of the other bigger names, and that's okay. That's okay. So I think that's where I stand with it. I don't want to. I guess I don't want to make a rule about it. I think people have to kind of make their own rules about their room and etiquette for their room. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if that's your position, by all means, you can do that. You can say that. You can say, you know what, guys, I don't appreciate it. It's uncomfortable. It's distracting, and
I wouldn't call out the person in my life. I'm very considerate. And
yeah,
I'm very sensitive and I pick up on things very easily.
yeah,
Very easily. So I wouldn't do that to the person because the person's from this community. I wouldn't do that to the person while I'm live. I will probably just send them a message and say it privately. But it happened to me on both ends. I was in someone else's live, not from here. She's an engager, and I was just like running around and listening to her because I've been wanting to go to her engagement room, for quite some time. And uh, I stayed in there for a little bit. I liked her room. She was just starting it, so she didn't have a lot of people in her room as of yet. But I had to shift, and I said without any intention, I said, um, glad we connected. I finally came here, to check out your room. I gotta go. I gotta start getting ready for my life. But I didn't say it with any intention. And then two of her people came to my life like immediately. And then I was like, oh, and then I was like thinking, oh, that was really nice to support. But then I went on a coach live that I go to at 7 a.m. in the morning. This is Queen Slay, and she like literally like maybe the day after or a few days after, not too far from that day, and she's like, don't say that, you don't want to do that. And I felt bad because I'm like, oh, shoot, I did that, but I didn't do it for those reasons. But sometimes I do things without thinking. So I'm going to be mindful.
yeah,
If that's a rule, then, I'm not going to do that because I
right,
don't want to make anybody think I'm doing anything like that
right,
because I'm
yeah,
not like that. I wouldn't do that.
right,
But then it was done to me. And I was like, oh wow, now it's getting done to me. So it was just something that I just wanted to say, and it's okay. Like we can all set our rules in our rooms however we want to go about it. To just I so appreciate every single person that has gone into my life and supported me
mm-hmm,
because honestly, it was just sometimes most people from this community that were in my lives.
right,
So I hope I am not offending anyone.
yeah,
I hope I'm not turning anyone off because that is not my intention
right,
at all. I so appreciate every single person that has come and supported my life when there was nobody in there. Please
right,
understand that.
yeah,
But it was just something, that I wanted to mention in this community since we're all here and we are a community and we're all part of this agency.
right,
And it was going to come up somewhere,
yeah,
like in either in a comment or on a Zoom. eventually, and I was just kind of like looking for an opportunity to bring it up. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's I don't take offense to you. In terms of your comment, I think your comment is justified and it's something that people think about, and maybe I've gotten to place where I see this as an opportunity where I'm able to see people grow and develop, and it doesn't bother me at all. Whenever you guys say you're going live, and this is even pre-agency, I've never shied away from people being able to shout out when they're going live and what they're doing, and recognizing people are doing maybe even similar content as me, and it's been at a point where I see it as okay, if they're here listening to me, then somehow I'm supporting them and I'm helping them grow. And then in turn, they will, be able to shout me out or share stuff about what I'm doing to their community. And that happens most times where people are like, okay, Dr. Lisa's one of the few rooms I go to all the time. Make sure you connect with Dr. Lisa when I pop in their room. So I see it from that perspective, and I guess that's part of the blessing that I've had happen where when I go in rooms, people are saying that, and it's not a bad thing. Those shout outs happen. I think at some point we'll all get to that point where we're sharing with each other, we're shouting each other out, and it won't feel as if people are being disrespectful or poaching in any way. So if there was another creator that was like, "Oh, don't do that," uh, I think there's still more to come in terms of how they're growing in their live journey at some point. That's what I will say. And Dr. Trish, I'm not saying that to offend or be disrespectful for where you're at in this process, but I think over time you'll see where it's not a I don't take offense to it, and maybe that's where I stand with it. And everybody should run their room the way they think is appropriate for them. And even if this is a business, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And it's about spending that time to build that know, like, and trust. And people will support you because of who you are. And in turn, they can support other people too. They can absolutely support other people, but they'll support you because of who you are. So I don't know. Hopefully that helped. I know this is not easy conversations though.
It's okay. I'm always the one that rocks the boat, but that's okay.
You're so sweet. No, you're not. I'm the one that rocks the boat too. So
Oh my God, you don't come off like that, Dr. Lisa. I always rock the boat. I love that song. Just know that about me, guys. I mean, I'm an Aries. I'm very direct and forward.
my son's an Aries, and my so I
On my
see.
shoulder, but I'm very direct and forward, and I'll be your bestie, and I'll go all the way. Trust me, I don't take that bestie word lightly.
I love it.
But yeah, I always like to rock the boat.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to kind of like make it an issue. It was just to talk about it and discuss it, and I always take the other side of people's perspective into account, and I think about it and I sit on it and I marinate in it. So know that your feedback, Dr. Lisa, is taken, very deeply, because I am a part of this agency and I think you're amazing. And I've been asking about other people's agencies, and there's a big popular one. I don't know all of them. I just know like one or two, and then ours. And she was saying that she had a question, and she's like, "Do you guys know this? Do you know about this?" And I said, "Well, I'm trying to find out as well." And I'm like, "But you're in an agency. Why don't you ask your agency?" And she's like, "Listen, they just sent me a cut and paste thing, and I can tell that they're not even, checking out my lives or my account. And it's a popular one." She's like, "I don't even think they're really with it." So I was like, "Oh wow," thinking to myself, I'm grateful that I ended up in a good agency with someone that really spends their time with there with her members and really is intentional and genuinely wants to help us and works 24/7 to help us. So I just want to say thank you for that. But everybody just know I like to rock the boat sometimes.
You guys.
I'll come up with those kinds of things from time to time.
You have great questions, great comments, great insight. There's several of you that have great questions for me, and I appreciate it. I so appreciate you, Dr. Trish. And your room is going to be magnificent. So since you're here, real quick, I saw the question about TikTok Studio. I don't use TikTok Studio. You do. Why don't you say real quick what are the pros and cons of TikTok Studio versus the mobile device? What do you like about TikTok Studio, so people can hear that, and what are some things that they need to be beware of if they switch to TikTok Studio?
Yeah, what I like about it is that because I do health education and I like to have the images of my presentations up. I who was the first time? I saw it in a couple of people's lives, and I asked, "How do you do that? How did you do the split screen with you being face to face and on the bottom, whatever it is that you're showing? I mean, you can show anything like Excel sheets. You can there's still so much on TikTok Studio that I haven't, learned up myself yet to do. But they told me, download TikTok Live Studio. I tried to do it on the Mac, which is my desktop on my office desk in my office / guest room, and it didn't work. Don't do it on the Mac. I went to a tutorial on YouTube first, and the tutorial was complicated. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's hope I can figure this out. And I started kind of like the process, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that because I was scared, to do it when I have all of my courses, that I teach at the university and all the curriculums and everything in there. So I was like, I'm not doing that. And so then I left it alone for a few days, and then I'm like, let me see if I can try on my HP. And my HP is fairly new, my laptop. I got it in Christmas. And so I downloaded it. It was pretty easy to download, just follow the prompts. But I hear that people are getting gaming laptops to be able to do it. So maybe that's cheaper. I don't know. I'm not a gamer, so I'm not sure. But people are saying they're trying to get a gaming laptop to be able to download it because it seems that it's more for gaming purposes, but people are finding ways to do different things. And so with TikTok Live Studio, you can also have a background like Wellness Girl has. Her background with the misty spirally. So you on Canva, you create that and you some sort of way integrate it into TikTok Live Studio, and it becomes your background. Another thing that I saw was the Tickfinity, which is what I had asked you, Dr. Lisa. Where are your sounds? You get it through Tickfinity, and that can be integrated in TikTok Live as well. So every time that someone follows you, it's like a little bird that flies around your side, your screen, and it makes a noise to let you know that someone followed you. Every time you get a GIFT, depending on which one it is, each one of them has a sound. But I thought it had an actual tailored sound, but she's like, no, there's no tailored sounds. You select the sound that you want the GIFT to sound like when you get it.
Oh,
so there's a whole
that's why you said don't they have sounds? And I was like, I've never heard a sound. And so you're saying that's because of Live Studio and using that integrated app of some sort.
Tickfinity, yes, Tickfinity. You have to download the app. I downloaded it. I haven't had a chance to really go in there as of yet and look at all of that. But there's a list of all these sounds, and I guess for each sound of the GIFTs that you get, you can assign a sound to it. So when you get it, it kind of like it sounds off, and then the TikTok Live host knows, and she can kind of like, animate herself with it because, people that are gifting like that, because like it, sometimes the sounds, so when there isn't a sound and someone gives you a gift, right? Um, and you're not looking or you're looking down, you miss it. And so for some, and I like that because for some people like myself, I can't give big gifts right now. Eventually I'm hoping I can because I love being a giver. And but people like to be acknowledged too. And so with the sound, it helps people getting acknowledged because the TikTok live host is doing a lot as it is already. I mean, she's paying attention to the comments. She's doing this. She's doing that. He or she, right?
Right.
And they may miss the gift, but with the sound, they won't. And even though if they miss it and they can't animate themselves to go along with the gift, like how you did with that Cleopatra gift that day, you hear the sound and at least you don't miss it and you can acknowledge the person that's gifting you. So I say all of that because there's a lot you can do with TikTok Live Studio. It's just a matter of kind of like playing around with it and getting yourself comfortable with it.
So, what would you say is kind of the things you want to be concerned with or be aware of? Is it just spending the time to get to know it? Just the learning curve is maybe a little steeper, or what's your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, just get to know yourself with it. Like sometimes I'm scared I'm gonna do something wrong and it's gonna take me off of the page. Like I don't close the page that I work from my lives because I'm scared I'm not gonna find it. It's a little bit of a maze sometimes. At first, I don't even know how I ended up in the page that I ended up where I do my lives.
Oh.
Because originally you could see your live, and I was using it in a way where for me just to see the comments bigger. And I will go live from my phone and I was able to see myself live from TikTok Live Studio, but see the comments bigger. That's how I was originally using it. Then somehow, some way, I ended up on a page where I'm like, oh, it says gaming something, gamer design or something like that. And I'm like, why am I in this page? And but eventually I figured out that that's the page I needed to be to put up the source and put up the scene, source and scene, I think it's called, that I needed to use in order for my live to look like the way it looks.
Okay.
With the presentation either on the bottom or on the top. And you can control that. You can control the dimensions of it. You can control if you want to be on top or on the bottom. Or you can have several, I think you can have several images. And they don't have to be images. You can show something from the web too. You just have to know where to click. So if you want to show something from the web, when you're in that page, you have to choose. Hold on, I have it written down here. You have to choose window capture and then select Chrome. And on your laptop, as like your backdrop, you have to be on that page. So mine is Canva, my Canva presentation. So that's the. So if I and I move to the next slide and I go back into my TikTok live studio and that's how I show the next slide.
Okay. 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 Well, that's helpful. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure, a lot of it is just being in the platform and just playing around with it. But you're right, there's probably a little bit more of a learning curve over there just so that you can
And
present.
the other thing is that I don't think you can tap. When you first start your live, I haven't tried it. I do have a touch screen, but I don't think you can tap on the TikTok Live Studio. And so that's the only thing. If I tap from my backup account, and then I don't think I can go on my other device, my other phone device, and go live when I'm live on TikTok Live Studio because it'll shut it down.
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, I I like the phone. I don't know if I would want to be on the desktop, but I know some people want the desktop because it's easier to navigate when it comes to presentation mode and just sharing out more of your topic to your community. So take a look at it. Make sure I sent something on WhatsApp about it because someone asked the question about getting access to it. So I sent out a little one pager. I'll put that in the school platform for you all as well, just so you know what are the requirements to get it. Okay. And then I know Iridescent, the Real Glam Life Closet, she mentioned moderators are good to make sure you're having moderators. And then she will says, you many limitations on desktop. There's too many limitations on desktop for her. And then Iridescent, you say you can do TikTok Studio on your phone. This TikTok Live Studio is what we're talking about. TikTok Live Studio is what we're talking about for the desktop version of the live stream. Okay, because right now I'm on my phone. This is the mobile device. This is the mobile version. There's a TikTok Live Studio version for the desktop. TikTok Studio is different. TikTok Studio is like the app that's on your profile screen. There's two different things. Yeah, one is Live Studio, one is just TikTok Studio. So I don't know why they didn't come up with a different name for the streaming platform for the desktop, but yeah. So there's two different things. All right, Dr. Trish, thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. I'll chat with you later. I'm gonna put you down. Okay. All right, take care. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, friends. Let me know were there other questions. I so appreciate you. I see you guys coming in. I was trying to comment. Sultry Nana, you came into the live. So yes, Canva is free. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Sultry Nana's in here. I told you about her live where she has the panels. Really good layout that she does as well. Because TikTok likes to confuse us. Yes, but I know the studios. I don't know TikTok. TikTok, that's my recommendation for the day. Come up with a different name for the desktop version. Don't call it Live Studio. Okay. So yes, interesting. I never knew you could do live from desktop. I would try that. Yes. So yeah, you could do live from the desktop. Definitely can do that. And then Urban Candy, how you doing, friend? When are you going live? So I got a list of y'all that I need to communicate with. My friends who have not gone live in the last 7 days. TikTok has you on the naughty list. So we're gonna encourage you, hopefully, and help you stay motivated and give you a few little goals for going into next week. So I want you guys to go live at least twice next week. So let's see if you can do 3 times. That would be ideal, but at least twice. Just hit to go live at twice. Only Windows, not for Macs via desktop. Yes, so she will mention that. She shared that before. She's a Mac user, so you can't do Live Studio, the live version on the desktop on a Mac. It's only for PCs. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if there's other questions. I want to make sure I'm answering questions. I want you guys to know that I'm available. I'm going to jump off shortly. I have a couple meetings to jump to, but I want to make sure I'm able to answer any last minute questions. I'm trying to stay encouraged and engaged. There we go, friend. That's it. Go around and visit. Let me say this. I'm going to do my roll call. Thank you, Miss Darlene. That's what I'm gonna call it. So if I can try to remember Miss Darlene, Nika Grace, my people who come in, help me remember. I want to do the roll call, at least in other ways. Okay, awesome. Okay, so with the agency, I'm just going to say this. The agency is for you to encourage you to go live. Okay, you're so sweet. Appreciate you. It's to encourage you all to go live. So my friends, I love my supporters. I love the supporters. You guys are awesome. But if you join, you gotta get to the point where you're clicking that go live button for yourself too. I just want to say you gotta support each other. Me shouldn't matter. I do. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So I want you all to know that I'm here for you. So just let me know if you have questions. Supporters matter. My watchers matters, my tappers matter, my commenters matter, my gifters matters. You won't supporters, so supporters matter. So I'm gonna do my roll call. Here's what I say. So I gotta try to remember to do this every live. I'm gonna try my best to do it before I leave. If you are going live, no matter what you're talking about, please put in the chat. If you're going live today, today, because you know I show up at my 10 and my 4. I'll be back at 4. But if you're going live today, put in the chat. Yes, we all play our role. Yes, y'all do. Y'all do. So go ahead and put it in the chats. I want you all to tell me what your topic is, your time zone. Put it in the chat for me. Yes, going live. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, I need to stop by and see you, friend. I didn't see you on the computer twice because you know I can see you guys when y'all go live, and you've been doing your thing. I'm just gonna shout you out real quick, friend. I've seen you go live. You do the financial conversations, friend. I see you. I see you, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So I need to come by and visit. I'm gonna try to stop in and peek in on you, and say hi to you. But keep doing it, friend. Keep doing it. Gonna go live this weekend. Promise. There we go. There we go. Love it, love it, love it. Chat later, Doc. Miss Darlene, you put that in the chat that you was going live. Wait a minute. You said you were going live. Going live at 1:30 Central Standard Time. Yes, she's going live. Miss Darlene does she will right now she's just doing kind of get to know me conversation. Come in and chat and just build community. She does do the show and tell and site visits around Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. So just know that she is also going to be your tour guide too. Okay. So go by and visit her. My other friends, who else is going live today? Let's see it in the chat. Follow new friend. Okay, thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Keep doing it, friend. I still want to do a pop up and try another battle today. Okay, look at you. Um, you were just gonna do random? Let us know what time. What time you're thinking? If you're gonna do a battle today, let us know so you can have some supporters in the room today at 1:15. What's your time zone, Lisa? Lisa, let us know your time zone, friend. So let's put that in the chat. What's your time zone? And then again today at 10:30 p.m. Okay, look at you, two a day. Awesome, you're getting it going. Coach Jesse, you said live at 11 a.m. for TikTok shop. That's your other page. Her other page is Just Fabulous. Just Fabulous. 7 p.m. for Coach, 8 p.m. for Battle Central Time. Oh, you're battling today. Okay, nice. All right, look at y'all. um 9 p.m. Eastern today, hip hop and nostalgia for hip hop anniversary week. No, so wait a minute. Is this your first live? It's your first live in a while. I think is that what's happening? Let me know. Good. Okay, look at you gonna do music. All right. She got a vibe room going on too. Love it, love it. All right, friends. Eastern time zone. There we go. Chat later. Thank you so much. Launch your income family. Yes, friends. That's what it's all about. I hope to battle for 6 p.m. Eastern myself every. Oh, so you're gonna do the battle tonight. So that's right. You asked the question about power ups. Who has power ups for Dr. Trish? She asked that yesterday. So who has the power ups? And then Coach Jesse, if you're battling today, who has your power ups? I think I have a power up for you, Coach Jesse. Um, Yes, you guys are doing it. No, I go live a lot. You go live a lot? Okay, okay. You need to let us know. So you go live tonight at 9 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Not sure. I'm trying to not conflict with any community members also battling. Okay, let us know by 4. So battlers, it sounds like 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. are the battlers on the East. 8 p.m. Coach Jesse says Central, so that means 9 p.m. Eastern. So 6 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. That's what it seems like we have so far. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, there are 2 people that have power ups for me. Okay. I think I got something. You think you got something to share? I'm going to attempt leveling up. Okay, thank you. 8 p.m. Eastern works. Okay, so 6 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. Eastern are my battlers. 6 p.m. is Dr. Trish. 8 p.m. is Coach Rhonda. 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm talking about Eastern time zones, is Coach Jesse. And Michelle says yes for Dr. Trish. Dr. Trish at 6 p.m. Deshelle, you have a power up. Okay. So I think I got everybody. I got my battlers. I think I shouted out my live host. We're going to try to do this. We'll do the roll call. I want you guys to go out and support. We got supporters in the room so they know where they can be tonight. Screenshot if it's something you want to attend. Yeah, we go. There we go. Screenshot if you want to attend it, if you're doing it. So we got a 6 p.m. battle with Dr. Trish. Michelle got a power up. We got a 8 p.m. battle with Coach Rhonda. I don't know who has power ups for you if you have any at all. And then Coach Jessie, I need to check to see if I got power ups for you. She is at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, that's what I heard. So y'all know we're gonna come back at 4. We'll try to do a roll call. We know Miss Darlene says she's going live at 1 p.m. Central, which is 2, I'm sorry, she said 1:30 p.m. Central, which is 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. They expired. Coach Rhonda, yours expired. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, power ups expire in 5 days. So you get power ups. If you end up winning your battle, you get some power ups. People have your power ups. Thank you so much for the contact creator. If people get those for you, um, just try to coordinate a battle within 5 days. Yeah, that's what you want to do. We we'll see if we can get some more battles this throughout the weekend too. Like if you guys want to try to battle random people, you got supporters in the room, people who are in the agency. I think that's important that you, if they have power ups and stuff for you, that you reach out to them and see. Um, as we're growing our communities, just be out. And I'll talk about this on Sunday too. Make sure you're also like drawing more attention to your room. That's the whole goal. Get new people, get new supporters. So let's see if you can do the content where you're visiting content of people who are in your topic and niche or demographic, and then also visiting live streams too. Okay, so that you're getting new community. Okay, I didn't know they expired. I'm fried. Yes, they expired in 5 days. 5 days they expire. Okay. Some sugar. Hello. Hello, Bloom. How are you, friend? You guys, I'm about to cut out shortly. Let me know if you have any last minute questions. I so appreciate everybody coming through. I got 67 new followers on my live yesterday. What? Trish, I'm just saying, friend. Was it a cooking live or was it a talking live? Let me know which one was it. I totally missed it then when you went live. Are you going live today? And we're doing roll call. Anybody else doing live today? Let us know. Let us know if you're going live. You say yes, cooking live, or cooking live. Your cooking lives are your jam. For lack of a better word, your jam, friend. I haven't seen your other lives. We're gonna see if it translates the same. But your cooking lives, the algorithm favors your live. You know, your cooking live. I'm just saying. So just gotta lean into that. You said me, some sugar. What time? What time? What time, some sugar? Yes. You said yes for cooking jam. Oh, that's her jam. Yes. Some sugar. What time you going live? And then Trisha, where you going live today? Bloom, are you going back? We're gonna get it done. I can't cook every day. You gotta cook every day. You eat. Why say you eat, don't you? You know I'm the pop up girl. Okay, gotcha. He said leftovers. Hey, that's a whole live in itself, y'all. Let's make these leftovers brand new. Okay. You gotta show people like, look here, I'm a pop up girl. There you go, y'all pop ups, y'all go pop ups. I said I don't conform to these restrictions that live times have. You could do a shop for the recipe live. That's a good one. People love going to the store. That is true. They do. They love going to the store. I told her, so here's what I suggested for Trish. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about this. I told Trisha, I said, here's what you should do. Her subscription should be that she gives people her recipes. That's what she wants to do. She wants to give them the recipe. And then she gives the recipe and gives them the ingredients and stuff. And then she makes her live. Her subscribers come in and do a cook with me live, where they got the recipe, they got the ingredients, and she schedules her subscriber only live where they can cook with her, and they're going along and they're cooking at the same time. They could be in their kitchen, they could be on the screen, they could be not on the screen, however they want to do it. They're doing a cooking live with her. Yeah, that's dope. It would be. It would be. Yep, yep. So I said that's a subscriber benefit. I would do that, friend. I'd be like, let me get the ingredients. I'm gonna cook with Trisha. She gonna tell me how to do this. So yes, and let me know when you do your brown stew chicken. Dr. Lisa, I sent you a question in school. Did you? Okay, I gotta get over to school more often. Okay, you sent it in school. All right, so I'm gonna do better about school. Thank you so much. I'm gonna check, friend, and I'll respond back. Um, and there's a couple requests in here. Short stuff and rich sun sunflower. Yes. Okay, so I will. Did you send it from the messages area? Where's my messages? Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, you did ask me about the rates. You sent that to me on Instagram too. Yes, messages. I see your message. I remember seeing that, and I forgot to go back and respond. I apologize. You here's let me just answer your question real quick. She's Bloom is asking about the creator marketplace and how when you set that up, it asks what are your rates in terms of being able to do what's called user generated content for brands. So if you get access to this allows you to then connect with brands and tell them what your rates are. TikTok does lowball the rate. It is a very low rate. That is a lowball rate. I will tell you though, when it comes to UGC content on the onset, you do want to be a little on the more lower side so that you get to the point where you're doing a lot more content and quality and they get to know you and then you can increase your rate. So that's kind of the model that UGC follows. So you just have to kind of make sure you have enough examples and experience with it so that you can kind of increase your rate. TikTok is low ball. I would say probably 50 would probably be where I start. And as a new creator, with the thought that you will increase over time. Yeah. Did everyone see the video? Oh, in the chat for the challenge. No, I need to see it. So you didn't put it on the WhatsApp? Put it on WhatsApp for us because I think people will post there and they don't see it. So it's not going to be good to go in the chat with it because the chat gets to chatting. You could put it on WhatsApp and you could put it on school as well. You could put a thread in school, a comment in school. Yeah, that's what I would tell you to do. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Kimberly? Yeah, definitely put it in school, if not WhatsApp, so people can see that post iridescent because it's hard to do it that way. Yeah. Yeah, once the chat, where if you posted it, we didn't see it. The chat gets to chatting too, because people are not, they're just, um, sharing their content or sharing other people's content. So it's hard to see it. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have questions. Bloom, you got my answer? I think I would do, okay. Got my homework, Professor. Okay, super, super. Love it. All right, Kim, thank you so much for the populace. I appreciate you guys. We had a great conversation. If you are new to the live and you have questions about, you said I have a quick question. Okay, what's your question, friend? Click the link in the corner. That's how you join the agency. I did. Okay, perfect. Have a great day. You're welcome, Nika. Thank you so much, friend. Kimberly, what's your question, friend? I'm happy to answer. Let me know. How you doing, Riz Biz? How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Oh, look at you. What was that called? The mystery mask. Oh, appreciate you, friend. That was lovely. The mystery mask. I love that. Riz Biz, how are you? Thank you for that. I want to do engagement lives. It's new. Is it new? Okay, I need to go back and look at it. Um, engagement lives. You can do that. Yeah. What's your question? How to do it? To help people build communities. You can do that. Absolutely. You know, most people have the music playing. You create a vibe. You got to create a vibe. Music playing, people stopping in. How do I start? Yeah. Um, Start your live, creating your vibe. When you're live, maybe you're playing some music. Hey, how you doing, Riz? Hello, everybody. You're playing some music. Maybe you got some lights kind of scrolling, you know, the strobe lights or something. And you got your music playing and you're sitting there vibing and stuff. And you welcoming people. You're saying, hello, come on in. Come to my live. Let me know where you're from. You get to chatting. And that creates that energy. More people might come in. More people will stop and hang out with you. You know, so it's a slow climb. Don't get me wrong. It takes a little while to get that going, but over time you'll get it. Going live, being in the agency will help too, because people are going to come to your live and they know your live is going to bring more people. Now, your live, what you're going to have to do is your homework. You have to do some homework where you're in other chats and your other content, and you're telling people about your live, you're posting about your live, you're talking about your live, you're being intentional about driving people to your live. Because come vibe with me, come hang out with me. I'm doing music in a certain generation, certain genre, whatever the case may be. And people come because they want to build community, they want to connect, and they want to vibe with you. Okay. All right. How you doing, Regina? Thank you so much. If you are looking to join the agency, you can click the link in the corner. That link there is where you can apply to my network, my creator network, if you are interested. And then ultimately, TikTok has to approve your application. You said I clicked the link to join. Did you really? Okay, let me check and see. Let's see what TikTok says. Oh, friend, where are you from? You're not in a supported region. Your account has to be in the US or Canada, and you have to be in that region essentially. Yeah, I wish you could join. Yeah, so no, you're in an unsupported region. Yeah. I have a question, Dr. Lisa. What is it, Dr. Trish? You live in the US. You need to change your region. How long have you been in the US? You didn't start your account in the US then. So you need to go back into your you need to go back to the three lines on your profile. You got to go to settings and privacy. I don't remember where you go under that. I'm going to say account. Check your account to see where my account is in the US, but I live in Jamaica. They know that then. They know you're in a supported region. That's what's happening. If you live in Jamaica, they know. They know through IP address, whatever. They know. I thought you were saying you may have started your account in Jamaica, but now you live in the US. If that's the case, if it's the reverse, then you could switch it over to the US. So you can change it if you live in the US. But if you started your account in the US and now you live in Jamaica, then they know. And if you live in the US and you've been in the US for at least 30 days, then you can switch over. Because I travel to the US all the time. Yeah, they know that your account is in Jamaica then. They know the IP address. If you're homestead and you are mainly in the US, then you should be able to switch it to the US. But if you are mainly in Jamaica, then you can't switch it. They're not gonna let you switch it. I know that I know a little bit about it because my one of my good friends, when I did that trip, we went on that vacation when I went with two of my good girlfriends. They one of them did not have TikTok at all. So she started her account in Mexico. And she was like, well, wait a minute, because she lives in the US. She was like, she said, everything was in Spanish, y'all. It was literally Mexico. So I was about to say tweets, all of her TikToks were in Spanish. So she was like, I said, so when she clicked to change her location, it said you had to wait till you were in the US for 30 days. And then she could switch it. I think it's under the account settings though. The only thing to do is to get a new phone. Yeah, that too. Get a new phone. That's in the US. No wonder I can't do TikTok shop here. Yep, you can't do it. They know you're in Jamaica. Yep. It's not authorized in Jamaica. Yeah, yeah. So, um, but yeah, so you would have to make sure you're in the region that's supported. Yeah. So I can get a new phone. I don't know that process. I would say maybe Google it. I don't know what that process is, but I would say yeah, just make sure you're in the right region, the supported region. Yeah. So I don't know if that's gonna work. So I don't know much about that. I think Iridescent would have to talk to you about that, or the real life glam closet. She would have to talk to you about what does that look like. But I would say you would have to be in the U.S. Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. I'm U.S. based, but in Mexico for 30 days right now. So, Korean, if I need to wait. Yeah, you probably would need to wait, friend. Yeah, you would need to wait. If you started your TikTok in Mexico, then you need to wait until you get back in the U.S. and be in the U.S. I believe it's 30 days you have to be in the U.S. I'm jealous. I wish I lived in Jamaica. Oh, you're so funny. Yes, that's right. You are Jamaican. Our girl Trisha, she you should put the flag inside your profile. Wondering no. Okay. It's the reverse. Um, I'm U.S. based, but in Mexico. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so it sounds like you're gonna be in Mexico for a minute. Yeah. Um, all right, friends, let me let you guys go. I have to head to my meeting shortly. So I will see you guys later today. My flag is there. Oh, it's in your bio? It's in your bio. Okay, I see it. I see it, friend. Are you Jamaican? I'm not. I'm not. I'm a U.S. girl from Chicago, Illinois, living in Orlando, Florida. Yes, so that's who I am. U.S. Chicago was my hometown. Illinois home state, and I moved to Florida. It's been 20 years, 21 years actually. Yeah, okay, fine. Yep, so it's been that long. I've been in Florida. Yep. See you all in TikTok hallways and streets. Thank you, Coach Jesse. I'll see you later, friends. And I will be back at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk about going live. We'll do all things going live, friends. I can put it next to my name too. I am a proud. There she said, yes, put it next to your name, friend. Proud Jamaican. There we go. I'll message you my question, Dr. Lisa. I gotta go. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, definitely message me. You have to buy a new phone. Have someone from here register it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I will say this though. I don't know if that works over time. Like I said, I've had somebody come here where she was. I'm Jamaican too. There you go. There's my Jamaican folks in the room. um, she had started her account here in the U.S., but she went back to Jamaica too. Empowered. If Empowered comes into the room, you said my family is in Jamaica. Oh, nice. And so, Empowered is in Jamaica, but she started her account in the U.S. and she said, no, it didn't change. Flourish, good afternoon, friend. How you doing? How's your live journey? You were active this morning. You were on live, so awesome, friend. Thank you so much, the crafty Jen. How are you, friend? Coming on back in. Yes, my friends are connecting. So let me share this. I gotta go, friends, because I gotta go to my live. Yes, ma'am, I was. How did it go? It went well. I went live this morning. Did you? Awesome, awesome. Yeah, just start the vibing. Do obviously whatever music genre you want. You from Jamaica, so I'm assuming you're gonna do some reggae. So it was decent. Okay, that's good. That's good. It was decent. Hello, Sassy. Sassy, how are you going live, friend? Let me know if you have been going live. How's everything going? You said I bought them a phone here, did everything here, and sent it to them. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Yes, it was good, Dang. I need to be a part of your agency. Oh, you're so sweet. I wish we gotta see. I don't know what the process is, but yeah, let's look into what options you have if you can switch it. Have you heard from Maddie, my kiddo? Maddie, your kiddo signed up. I sent her a message. She did. She did do the. She did the accept the invitation. She accepted it. I don't think she's done my webpage where I can get her contact information. And I'm excited about Maddie joining. So that's awesome. I'm so excited. So Maddie is she is our under 25 member. I don't know people's ages, but I'm just going to say she was under 25. I don't know what other people's ages are, but she's one of our under 25. I'm sure I don't have many of them. But she is our under 25 member, so she's going to bring all the 18 to 25-year-olds to our live communities. I'm going to be back in the States for 2 weeks. I'll try to switch over. Okay, awesome, awesome. Let's see what happens. Are we your first mother-daughter pair? She's 21. Oh, yes, you guys are. Okay, you said, I'm forever 22. You said, I'm forever 22. Dr. Lisa, do we all a way to promote your agency? Um, you said, so we all have a way to promote your agency. Yes, yes, you guys have the referral code. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much. Um, yes, you guys are my first mother-daughter duo. I would have liked my own daughter to participate, but she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it, y'all. She will not do it. She like, no, ma, I'm good. So we got to get some other daughter duos. We gonna see if we can get some more to join, and we can do. I love the mother daughter. You said mine's too. Yours won't join. I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna see if I can get her to do it. She's been away. She comes back actually this evening, so I'm gonna see if I can get her to go live at least a couple times a week. Be like, just go live. Where is it located so I can write it down? Where's one load? Oh, the referral. Um, when you go to your TikTok studio, go to TikTok Studio, go to your live homepage, scroll all the way down to tools and resources. Not all the way down, but to the middle of the screen. Tools and resources. Click the arrow so you can see all the tools and resources. The very last one, that one you want to go all the way down, is Creator Network. Under your Creator Network tab is where my agency is listed as your creator agency, and you should be able to see the referral options. Coach Chantel, she came on yesterday. She went there and she talked through it, but it should be under the Creator Network tab for the under the live homepage. Click there and you should be able to see where you can set a QR code, your link. She said there's about 3 different options for you. How do I try to change the region again? On your home profile page, I don't think I told you because I'm not sure if it's listed out separately. I'm not sure where it's at officially. But on your profile page in the top right corner is 3 lines. Go to settings and privacy. It's all the way down. It's all the way down. Click settings and privacy. Once you click there, it's either going to be under account or it might be its own listing. There's about 20 different things under that page once you click settings and privacy. See where, and there's a support help screen at the bottom, so you might just need to type it in how to change your region, but see where it's listed. Hey Alex, how are you, friend? It might be there. Free Spirit, thank you so much for being here. All right, my good friends, I appreciate you all so much. I'm about to head out. I appreciate you. Tap, 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 tap. I love you, Alex, but I'm about to leave. Okay, thanks. All right, friends, I will see you later. Look at you reaching level 20. Thank you so much for that, friends. All right, I will see y'all at 4 o'clock. I'll be back. Bye-bye. All right, bye-bye. Yes, get your points real quick. Real quick. What? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bye-bye. All right, my friends. Appreciate you all being here. I will be back at 4. Thank you so much. We're going to get to talking and chatting then. Appreciate you being here. Click the link if you have any support questions in my bio. Feel free to message me or schedule a one-on-one. All right, bye-bye.